I came home from prison in March of 2018, and I wasn't able to get a job because I was a felon, and I was looking for some type of employment, so I could get on my own feet.
It was kind of a pattern. I was stuck in a really bad cycle of addiction, and there were many other times where I went to jail and got out and went right back to the same thing.
Living situations, foster care situations, like different situations where I had to keep transferring truancy, like a whole bunch of stuff. So.
And I was addicted to heroin, crack, and alcohol for 32 years. So for 32 years, I've been in and out of the penitentiary. I've been a horrible person. I have hurt my daughter emotionally, not physically, spiritually and mentally. And we had a turbulent relationship, she and I
started just like using here and there, and it turned bad. I ended up losing like my home, my car, everything that I had worked for years. I didn't have.
My first semester, it kind of went hard. It was kind of hard, like getting back and forth to class and getting up, like not having nowhere to sleep all the time. So I was like bouncing from home to home. Every day was like a situation to where like I don't know where I'm gonna sleep.
I didn't have any employment skills. I didn't have a resume. I didn't know how to go about really getting a job. I didn't know what to say or do. And I didn't have any money.
I wasn't able to see my children. I lived 2.5 hours away from my family, and I wasn't able to provide for myself.
Each time after making the same mistake over and over, that I would just get more and more discouraged, and I thought that this reality for me was just getting further and further away.
I was discouraged with my life. I was discouraged not being able to find a job, not being able to get myself together.
I didn't really have a plan for when I got out, and I was lucky enough that Towards Employment kind of fell into my lap.
So when I was in transitional housing, my mother had me evicted and all these things. Lock was on every door. My mother called me while I was still there. She said, "Sandra, I see something different in you. I think you can come home." And I'm at home with my mother with no locks on the doors. My mother is 92. I take care of her. I go to work. I don't have a boyfriend. I don't care about a man. I'm focusing on myself. And my daughter and I have a relationship. She comes to see me. My brother just called me from his doctor's office just now and told me how proud of me he is.
This time, having a program and having support and being introduced in a new way of doing things, I've been able to stay out, turn my life around. I've been employed since I got out, and things have been going really well.
It feels good. I do scheduling. I talk to the customers. I greet them. I've made personal relationships with some of the people, just having conversation. I didn't have confidence before to like have a conversation with people, so it's like I'm learning to do that again.
It made me feel like I would have a chance when I got out.
I enjoy helping others, and I want to go home like feeling good a little bit, like. And then I thought it was cool, like just say you work at university hospitals. So.
That gave me my really first fresh start in life. I had a clean slate.
They just made me feel like that I was worth it, which was something that I wasn't used to.
You want to do something different. You want to change. You don't want to be the same person. You got to, every day, or every year, or every month, or everything, you should do something different and just help the world in some type of way.
Yeah, I feel like I have a purpose. I am responsible, I'm reliable, I'm counted on at work. I feel needed, and it feels good.
I have a relationship with my family. I have a job. I have financial stability. I mean, my life has changed through Towards Employment like 100%.
Hey, what makes me the proudest is just finally sticking with a decision. There were so many times where I would just start something and never be able to finish, or just be too afraid to start. And this time I actually made a decision, formed a plan, and stuck with it.
My proudest moments are my children, being able to see my kids, being able to buy a car and go visit them every weekend. For a long time when I first came home, I wasn't able to do that.
Having a family and being employed were just things that other people did that I was not capable of. And then I I got into Towards Employment, I started thinking of myself different and thinking that I had a chance.
Now I'm responsible, I'm disciplined, I'm motivated, I have my self-esteem back.
My biggest dream is just to be a good dad. That's like, my son is the most important thing in my life. I coached his Little League team this year, which was an amazing experience. It was honestly the most fun summer I've had in my life.
I believe in myself. And I also believe in Towards Employment because they helped me get here.
You know, it's for the first time in my life I'm buying my own things and not having to ask anyone else to help me out and do things for me. I wish I'd have known about it sooner.
I never knew how great that felt, just to have somebody cheer you on and kind of encourage you.
Just look at the bright side. Like, there are resources, things out there, and people who want to help you.
It's not easy, you know, starting over and like getting your life back together, but you can accomplish it. Even when things get hard, just keep trying.
Towards Employment can't do it without you.
Towards Employment can't do it without you.
Towards Employment can't do it without you.